Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. I am Rosemary, majoring in chemistry with management, and today I am going to present my findings pertaining to my final year project, which is entitled A Review on Synthesis and Characterization of Gel Air Freshener Infused with Rosemary Essential Oil as Fragrance and Patchouli Oil as Fixative. Air fresheners can be defined as the devices used for the diffusion of volatile organic compounds in confined spaces, such as in the interior of households, to act as mail order neutralizers and provide a pleasant smell into the air. Recent embodiment from Sharma et al. Define gels as three-dimensionally organized hydrophilic polymers that distend in water and may withhold vast quantities of water without changing their structure as they reflect physical or chemical crosslinks of polymeric chains. Rosemary, officially L, or most commonly known as rosemary, is a Mediterranean aromatic and medicinal plant with numerous bioactive components such as anti-cancer, antimicrobial, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory. In this research study, an eco-friendly gel air freshener is being synthesized and characterized. People have utilized perfumes, candles, and other means throughout history to get rid of their indoor environment's odors that occur during the course of human life. However, some air fresheners are only capable in masking the smell instead of eliminating the malodorous. Recent studies have proven the unfavorable effects of various synthetic and harmful compounds present in this product. According to Shah et al., the concentration of various VOCs indoors are consistently greater than outdoors. The World Health Organization examined the contribution of several risk factors to the stress of disease and identified indoor pollution as the eighth most important risk factor, accounting for 2.7% of worldwide illness burden. Aside from the unfavorable effects, synthesizing gel air fresheners are subjected to poor olfactory performance as they are prone to cyanosis. The objectives of this study are to develop an improvised research methodology for the synthesis of a safe and eco-friendly air freshener which is able to trap or neutralize harmful chemicals in a confined environment, which might lead to secondary air pollution, offers good visible cues, and able to provide a long-term pleasant sense to the air. Assess the chemistry and pharmacology of the EOs obtained from rosemary, impregnated in carrageenan, propylene glycol, xanthan gum, sodium benzoate, and patchouli oil as binder, and to focus on the contribution of modified blended gelling agents and surfactants in improving the gel stability and fragrance longevity. Juncture, the terminology of air freshener may be misconceived as these products do not significantly revitalize a room by reducing the air pollutants, but rather intensifying the amount of toxic substances into the air in favor of neutralizing bad odors. In a review of VOC emissions conducted in the US, VOCs that are most typically found in the devices are terpenes, benzyl alcohol, benzene, formaldehyde, toluene, and xylenes, which have high volatility and easily evaporated. Thus, these compounds are likely to develop odours or ozones. General compositions of gels usually consist of active substances, gelling agents, water, and other additives. Active chemicals infused into the gel air freshener are commonly acquired from the extraction of natural ingredients or through synthetic production of fragrances, EOs, plant extract, insect repellent, and the like. These substances are frequently accompanied by additional elements such as fixatives, stabilizers, and methanolic solvents. Gelling agents might be comprised of a polymeric material such as natural carrageenan, agar, or alginate, or it may be comprised of a complex blend of materials that are employed together in various combinations to ensure rigidity of the solidified gel and its stability over time against cyanosis. Williams stated that the gels usually employed in gel air fresheners are referred to as physical gels because they are formed by intermolecular association such as hydrogen bonding, hydrophobic association, or ion-mediated cross-linking, and should be distinguished from chemical gels, which can be formed by covalent cross-linking of polymer chains using chemical reagents. At high temperatures, these polymers adopt a disordered conformation, but when cooled, they undergo a conformational change and stiff-ordered helices form, which self-associate to form a gel. Meanwhile, other biopolymers such as alginate and pectin could form rigid gels through cation-mediated cross-linking. Modern utilization of essential oils in pharmaceutics relies upon its potential performance as therapeutic agents. The antioxidant, antibacterial, and antifungal capabilities of essential oils from plant extract have lately attracted the attention of researchers due to the rising demand to replace synthetic antioxidants with natural antioxidants. Among the most frequently studied plant-based essence in recent years includes Rosemary officinalis L species, which possess excellent antimicrobial and antioxidant potentials due to its abundance in monoterpenoids compounds. While the preliminary findings are promising, more research is needed to confirm the safety and efficacy of this plant as a preservative and therapeutic agent. More research is needed to determine the mechanisms involved and the active constituents that are truly responsible for its beneficial pharmacologic actions. In order to minimize the extraction process and boost the quality of essential oil extracted, novel extraction techniques such as microwave-assisted extraction, solvent extraction under pressure, supercritical fluid extraction, and ultrasound-assisted extraction have been devised. Microwave-assisted hydrodistillation is highly beneficial and facilitates in the production of high-value products in which microwaves are used to irradiate plant materials. The benefit of this method is that it significantly reduces distillation time while increasing yield. A conclusive remark from Eliamni et al. Stating that microwave-assisted hydrodistillation produces an essential oil with greater levels of oxygenates results in significant energy savings, cost reductions, and a lower environmental impact due to lesser carbon dioxide discharge into the atmosphere as compared to Clevenger hydrodistillation. Patchouli oil possesses long-lasting and strong fixative properties in addition to its characteristic of producing woody and musky odour. Patchouli oil is one of the most prominent natural essential oils that is used to elevate a lasting character to a fragrance perfume delivery. This compound blends well with other essential oils and imparts beneficial qualities to them. It also helps to prevent the perfume from evaporating too quickly. Aside from its astounding properties as fixative in perfumery formulations, patchouli oil is used to reduce stress without causing an allergic reaction to stimulate the nervous system back to normal. For the sample preparation of rosemary oils via MAH, firstly we need to collect and rinse the fresh leaves of rosemary which are devoid from any infection with distilled water to eliminate foreign particles that could possibly contaminate the leaf, and then dry the leaves and the apical parts of the plant in the shade for 8 days at a temperature room fixed at 25 degrees Celsius. Next, put 100 grams of rosemary samples in a 2-liter flask containing 200 ml of distilled water and heat the samples inside the microwave oven cavity until the essential oils are completely extracted. And then dry the extracted essential oils with anhydrous sodium sulfate and leave them in the dark until they are ready to be analyzed. Perform the extraction process for at least 3 times and calculate the mean yield and standard deviation obtained. The methods used to produce our gel air freshener are as follows. Firstly, we need to weigh the ingredients needed according to the previous compositions. Put water in a beaker and heat them in a water bath at temperature 75 degrees Celsius. Then mix keratin powder, xanthan gum, pectin, and sodium benzoate in another beaker and add them gradually into the first beaker containing hot water while stirring until homogeneous. Upon reaching homogeneity, remove the beaker from water bath and then stir until the temperature drops to 65 degrees Celsius. Next, add propylene glycol into the mixture and stir slowly until homogeneous. Then, add rosemary extracted oil and patchouli oil into the mixture while stirring until homogeneous. Lastly, pour the mixture into a mold or appropriate container and allow it to cool at room temperature to form a rigid gel. Once the formulation for gel air freshener production has sorted, characteristics of the synthesized gel air freshener will be studied through a series of analytical tests to determine the efficiency, performance, and the properties of the gel. In conclusion, the use of air fresheners can have unintended consequences and pose risks to the indoor environment and human health, which can be especially irritating for people who have asthma or allergies. The challenge for this review was to create a new organic gel air fresheners containing rosemary extract as essential oils and patchouli oil as the fixative agent, which is safer for human health than commercially available alternatives. The synthesized gel air fresheners shall be naturally antifungal and antibacterial as well as very effective due to its chemical constituents contributed from the gelling agents and the properties of the rosemary oil. Carrageenan gels are frequently used for the diffusion of volatile compounds, but their performance as controlled release materials is not always ideal due to their tight matrix. Conventionally, such gels contain a certain amount of hydrophilic components, specifically water, which could facilitate the dispersion of active volatile ingredients. However, the outer layer of these conventional gels tends to dry quickly as the moisture contained in the gel evaporates, forming an occlusive barrier to volatile evaporation. As a result, the volatiles become entrapped within the core and their release is hampered after a period of time following their exposure to air, resulting in poor effective performance of the product. Hence, further studies are required to improve the carrageenan gel in terms of its stability and quality.